Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. Today, I am going to be blacking out the turn signals or the signals on the side mirrors here. Might be doing something a little extra too, we shall see. But what I've got, these pop off. Of course, you have to pull off the cover, and then these just come out. I think there's a screw in there, and of course the connection. So let me show you what I've got over here. Sit you guys down. We'll do a quick little unboxing and then we'll get to the meat of it. These come from Taco Garage, by the way. And there's what it looks like in the box. Looks like they give you a pry tool to remove the cover, I believe, although I really don't want to have to use this. We're going to see if I can do it by hand. And then, of course, the signals themselves. And the plug for them is right here on the back. You simply connect them in, and then it looks like there is a screw here. And that's it. Put the cover back on, and you're done. These are supposed to be sequential, by the way, so we'll find that out once we get them all hooked up. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first thing we need to do, again, I'm hoping not to have to use this, is remove the cover. And I'm just going to try to pry it off with my hands a little bit. We shall see. I think I've done it that way before. So we're just going to start right here on the corner, kind of, and you can see it coming out. It wants to come out. Okay. Seems to be stuck in the corner here. I don't know why. There we go. Stuck because you have to overcome this little push-in area, but you can see it came off. I did not break anything. That's always good. I'm not going to say it's easy, but not too bad. Now, to take off the light itself, let's see. Wow, that's very interesting. Anyway, it looks like you have a screw right here and a screw right here. That will allow us to remove this little holder piece that's kind of sandwiching it in. And pay attention to where the wires are. They kind of go behind this little clip right here. I want to get them back in the same way, obviously. So I'm going to remove these two screws. That should allow me to pull this piece off and then have access to the part down here that I want to replace. Okay. Then there's two little push prongs right up here. See if you guys can see that. They're right here. You have to push in. That's really what's holding it in. So squeeze those together. And then we should be able to pull this piece off. Yeah, that's really what's holding it. So I'm just going to pull a little bit and pull it up, just like so. That's pretty much it. So I am not going to pull this whole piece out. I don't see any reason to do that, so why remove any more than you have to? Now, on the back of the signal itself, this is just a little push pin kind of thing, or a little push in thing, so should be able to push that in and pull this out. Would help to have a little screwdriver maybe, but your fingernails work just as well. So there's what the old one looks like, and then we'll compare it to the new one. And that's the wrong side, so we don't want that one. There is the correct one. Obviously, you can see that it faces the right way. So let's get this blue stuff off of here. It's going to look awesome on the truck, I think. And then we want to go ahead and plug it in, same way as the other one. I didn't get any snapping sound, which I don't know that I like, but I am going to test it before I put it back together. So just going to kind of lay it up there and give it a test, see if it works. Okay, got it plugged in. It does work. A little tip for you, and I'm sure you won't be able to see inside here. Maybe you will, but inside this tube, there are two little prongs. And those little prongs, of course, have to correspond to the connector on the truck. I've had problems with this before where they're bent too far in and they don't engage when you push the plug in, and that's what happened here. I plugged it in, it didn't work. So I just took a screwdriver and kind of pushed those little prongs down a little bit, forward if you will, to make them fit inside the connector. Everything is good, everything fits now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now we need to go ahead, put the wiring back in underneath the little holder here, just so we have it the same way. And in doing this, you want to make sure that you don't pull out your plug if you have trouble like I did in putting it back in. So just beware of that, I guess. Now I just need to feed everything back through under here and get it realigned back inside this holder. And that's going to be maybe a little interesting. Could be some choice words thrown out while I'm doing this. So to keep it a PG channel, I'm going to go ahead and slip it back inside the bracket here, and then we'll put the screws back in. All right, we've got it put back in. Little tip for you. The wires that were running right into this little clip right here, I actually pushed down into this little clip right here. It's just easier, it's a better fit. I don't know why they don't do it that way to begin with. There is a clip with other wiring running through it, so I just kind of got rid of that. Did put the screws back in. When it goes in, a little tip for you, it kind of pushes down inside. It's got this kind of insulation type stuff or whatever it is, but it pushes down in the slot, so don't be afraid to do that. Okay, now it's decision time. You can see on the hood I have a black cover, which I showed in a video a few days ago, and I have the lime green, or the electric lime color. Now, let's take a quick look, because I'm kind of torn myself with this new black turn signal. That's what it would look like with the lime green, or the electric lime cover on it. And this is what it looks like with the black cover on it. Man, I am torn. It looks good both ways, but I'm going to go with you guys. I asked your opinion, and the overwhelming majority said go black. So I'm going to put the black covers on. They just push on just like we took them off. Can take a few minutes to do, so I'm going to go ahead and put them on. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the other side done. And then we're going to light this thing up. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Got it all done. Everything snapped back together. I'm here to tell you, you can take the mirror covers off with your bare hands. You really don't need a pry tool. I recommend not using one, because anytime you're prying against anything, even if it's plastic, you can still damage things and crack things, so just don't do it. But let's take a look. Here you go. There's the front view, side view, and I will put some pictures at the back. By the way, before I forget, let me give you guys the part numbers for these. Let's see if I can find them here. There is one. That's one side. And I'd already put them away, see? And there is the other side. They come from Sparks Parts. So if you're interested in this, there is a discount code. It's RobMotive for 5% off. So if you check out Sparks Parts, you can get a bit of a discount there. But back to it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to turn the blinkers on so you guys can see what it looks like and how they blink. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll hit the 4 ways right there. And there's a look at the passenger side. Let's take a look at the truck from the front. It's not dark outside, so I realize you can't see everything. They are, looks to me, synced up. Yeah, they might be a little bit off, I don't know. Now, let me go ahead, turn those off, and then I'll show you what it does when I hit the key fob. You lock the truck up, and the lights flash. Isn't that cool? I think that's pretty neat, and I like, again, it's still sequential like it was before, but now they're smoked out, so everything just kind of blends right into the truck. And here's an unlock for you. There you go. Anyway, that is the install of the Sequential LED blacked out mirror signals or side turn signals, whatever you want to call them, on the 2023 Toyota Tacoma. I'm here to tell you the same parts do fit. I also threw in the blacked out or the black mirror caps. I do like these on the truck. I think they look pretty good. Just another black accent kind of mod. And the good thing about these is I can change them out if for some reason I don't want to keep those on. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, particularly if you've done these signals before. How did you find the install? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Mod Driven, all about the Honda Civic, and RobMotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? And while you're at it, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.